Aries, what is up, man? What it do? It is time to see what's going on with you guys for February. For those of you who need a personal reading, all the information is in the description of this video. All right, how am I going to start the Aries reading off? Hey, man, it all rests on your shoulders, Aries. Every other reading that gets done depends on how yours comes out. All right, let's see. Let's just start off with the person that you're interested in, singles. Let's see what's going on in February between Aries and their love interest. What's happening? Uh-oh, Hangman. You still hanging around waiting on this? Maybe for some of you, you're trying to understand this person. Uh-oh, Queen of Swords reversed. You're starting to get a little bit irritated and pissed off about this situation, though. Yeah. Ten of Cups reversed. This is telling me you're starting to get frustrated with this. Starting to get frustrated. There's this... You don't know what the right thing to do here is. You don't know what decision to make. You don't know whether or not to just slam the door shut on this or keep hanging around and waiting to see where this is going. Starting to build up frustration. You're holding back and biting your tongue, which is not normally like you, because you don't want to ruin any chance that there may be here with this situation. But there's just not a lot of movement happening here. Chariot reversed. Hangman. Ten of Cups reversed. Now the Seven of Swords reversed. I don't know what to say about that yet. So I'm just going to make a mental note. I'm going to work around that card right now. Okay. Some of you dealing with a Cancer. I have two Cancer cards. Leo, Libra, and Aquarius here. All right, well, let's see how this person feels about you. Aries love interest in February. How this person feel about Aries. Aries love interest in February. How this person feel about you. Oh, Nine of Cups reversed. This person is really hung up on somebody from their past. I think this individual here is a codependent. That's what it is. That's what it is. So this person's really hung up on somebody from their past. And they are a codependent. So the thing that's confusing... Now, I'm not going to go on the codependency lecture tonight, okay? I just got done telling Pisces. It came out for them too. I'm like, I don't feel like talking about that tonight. But I will say this. The thing that's tricky about dealing with somebody who's emotionally codependent is that when they connect with you, it's not about connecting with you. It's about putting a Band-Aid on their wound. And they don't care who does it. So they can very effectively make you feel really, really, really special. Because all they're looking for is some fucking body to fill the void in their heart, right? So they could have you thinking that you're the most special fucking person that ever walked the face of this earth, but then when they go talk to the next person, they're treating them the same way, right? It's not about you. It's kind of like they view relationships kind of like bottles of alcohol, you know? They don't care, just whatever's going to fix the pain, you know? So, Lover's card reversed, though. Codependency card. Devil card. I don't really know if this person knows how to connect with somebody on a much deeper level than a sex-based codependency connection. They may not know. Because, now, this is the reason why I didn't want to say anything about that Seven of Swords, because I wanted to see if it came out in this spread. Since it didn't, I think what that was they was cheated on in the past. Okay, so they were done very dirty in the past. and they're just kind of screwed up. They don't really know who they want, what they want, who they want to be with. This person's a lot more of a mess than you know. Now, you may not realize it. They may appear to be very well put together and like they got their shit together. They poop in a group, all that good stuff. But no, they don't know what they want really. Well, let's see. Let's just get the advice here because I think we got the outcome in the first spread. I don't really think a decision's being made. Let's get the advice though. Strength card. Ten of Wands reverse though. Okay. So the question is, how long are you willing to carry this burden? How long? How long should this drag on? Now, how long have you and this person, how long have you been dealing with this person? That's the question. Because I would say after the first month, that's when we want to start like having that conversation or trying to push things further. If things are just in 2 months in, if things are still lingering in the limbo, that's when we want to get down to crunch time and be like, yo, where's this going? Where's this going? There's nothing wrong with taking things slow, but if you're still completely unclear about where this connection is going after a month, that's slow enough. I'm not saying we got to get engaged tomorrow. I'm just saying I need to have an idea of where this is going after a month. Into the second month, if I don't know where the fuck this is going, that's not acceptable. So I would be willing to dedicate the month of February to gaining clarity on how this person feels and what they want. Now, when I say gain clarity, that doesn't mean ask me. That's not what that means, okay? Now, you're more than welcome to ask me. I'm not saying don't do that. I will read that for you until my face turns blue and the cows come home. What I'm saying is, if you ask me, that's not gaining clarity. That's not clarity. Because let me ask you this. Let's say you come to me about this person and you ask me, what are their true feelings and intentions? And it comes through, this person's in love with you. They want to settle down with you. They want to be with you. And it all comes out good. I tell you that. Then what? Then what? That could potentially make the situation worse because there's still an energetic disconnect there. See what I'm saying? So that could potentially even make you more frustrated. Gaining clarity means you need to hear it from them. Okay? Like I said, I'll read it for you. I'm not saying don't come to me. I'll read it for you all day long, but that's not gaining clarity. I would be willing to dedicate all of February to gaining clarity from them. Okay? All right. Now, let's see what's going on with the current long-term relationship. If you're not in a long-term relationship, this is not for you. If you are in a long-term relationship, but the two of you are not experiencing problems, this is not for you. So what is happening between Aries and the current long-term partner in universe in February 2025? Did I say 2021 earlier? Did I say that? Why do I have 2021 rolling in my head? I think I said that earlier, didn't I? It's rolling in my head for some reason. Maybe some of you have been together since 2021. I don't know why the year 2021 is rolling in my head very loudly. If I said that at the beginning of the reading, my bad. That's not the intention I was putting into it. I don't know if I said that or not. It's just 2021 is really loud in my head right now. Almost like that's what I've been saying this whole time. Anyway, current long-term relationship, Aries, February 2025. It just doesn't even fucking sound like. It still feels like 2021. I'm not gonna lie. God damn it, it still feels, I swear to God, it was just 6 months ago. It was 2021. I swear to God, man. All right, I'm babbling. I'm done babbling. All right, let's go. Aries, current long-term partner. Page of Wands. Okay. So there's some scattered miscellaneous messages in here. Take what resonates, chuck what don't. For those of you wondering whether or not you're about to get divorced, no, I don't think so. For those of you who are in the process of a divorce, of course, that would be a past person. But I do have the divorce card here in my spread in the reverse. I don't see a divorce happening or being finalized or anything in February. I'm trying to figure out if this means separation, because it does kind of feel like you're, even when you're laying in bed with this person, it still feels like y'all are 1,000 miles apart. You feel very, very alone, very alone. I am kind of feeling like this person wants to work things out with you. They want to clear the air with you. But it's almost getting to a point where no matter what kind of work you try to put in on this, no matter how hard you all try to work this out, it's almost like the damage has been done. There's a permanent dent in this connection. Permanent dent that can't be popped out. You know, I don't know, maybe if there was infidelity in the past or what, or maybe if it's just the combined energy of all the drama you all have been through this whole time. Something put a permanent dent in this connection, you know, permanent. You'd be like that car riding down the road with the ass end crushed in. They just can't pop that dent out, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, it's almost kind of feeling like a decision to end this is right around the corner. You're just waiting for the right opportunity. What's the right opportunity? I don't know, but that's kind of what this feels like. And some of you dealing with a Pisces. I also have Libra. Let's see how the current long-term partner feels about Aries. What's their true feelings, energies, and intentions? Current long-term partner, how do they feel about Aries? Well, they don't want to walk away from this. They don't want this to end. Yeah, they don't want this to end. They don't. They do not. But here's the thing. I'm also not, this feels kind of like this, the only reason this person doesn't really want this to end is because you are their comfort zone. You see what I'm saying? They're used to you. You're their comfort zone. You ever met somebody by chance that did like a real long time in prison? 10 years, 15 years, and then they get out and they don't like it. They don't like being out. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. They don't know how to act. They're all paranoid. They always got their back against the wall and they're just not comfortable. So I've met people who even actually said they kind of want to go back. I've met one person that did go back because they didn't want to be out. You sit in shit long enough, you'll get comfortable with it, and that'll become your comfort zone, you know? So is this person like in love with you? I wouldn't say in love with you, but you have become their comfort zone. And that's the main reason they don't want things to come to an end. Not only that, but this person also believes that if things came to an end, they would have no other options. They have very low self-confidence, little to no self-esteem. They feel like you're the only person they would ever be able to be with, just because they don't think they'd ever be able to find anybody else. Is that a reason to stay in a relationship? Kind of rhetorical, I won't lie. Not really an open-ended question. Not really. I'll tell you if I'm asking an open-ended question. That really wasn't. I'm alluding to fuck no, it's not. No, it's not. All right. Well, let's get the advice on this then. What's the advice? Boop boop be doo. What's the advice? Okay. Five of Pentacles reversed. So it's saying it's not quite time to abandon this yet. So for those of you waiting on the right opportunity, I think you got something going on there. I'm not sure why, but... Oh, okay. So I think you're handling this the right way. It's not quite time to abandon this yet. For whatever reason, I don't know. But it is telling me, and I have to tell clients this all the time, and sometimes clients get pissed at me when I say this, but when you exit a long-term relationship, the last thing you need to be worried about is another relationship. Okay? The last thing. Now, let's remove beliefs, philosophies, and opinions. Let's talk universal law. Let's talk energy behavior, frequency equalization, attraction, vibration, and manifestation. The primary law is the law of vibration. You've been with somebody long term, it's going to take you a while to shift out of that vibration. A while. A while. I'm going to tell you what right now. Y'all know I've been on my manifestation path since I was homeless, living in a homeless shelter in 2016. I have blown past every manifestation I've ever set out to manifest 10 times over. I couldn't do that. If something happened in my relationship now, okay, my wife and I have been together going on 6 years, 3 years of marriage, or wait a minute. Yeah, 3 years of marriage, 6 years together, living together, right? And running a business together for 6 years. I couldn't do that if something happened. There's no way I would be able to shift out of the energy that I'm in right now in less than, it'd probably take me at least 3 years. So give yourself time to change vibrations, because if you don't change vibrations, you're going to attract the same type of situation and scenario. You got to give yourself the chance to change frequencies if you want to attract something different and manifest something different. Long story short. But death card, allow that this is, you're not really going to have to take a whole lot of action, a little bit. I think you already know what you're doing. Allow this to come to an end the way it naturally wants to come to an end. But that open door, the door out of this isn't open yet. So, once that door opens and it's time for you to step through it, that's when it'll be time to take action. It's not quite the right time yet. I don't know. I'm sure you know. I don't know why, but you're on the right track. All right, now, let's see. Let's see if anything is happening between Aries and the person from the past in February. To the Aries inquiring about somebody from the past. Let's see if anything is happening in February. Nine of Swords reversed. Maybe in February you're just not really losing sleep over this anymore. I feel like you're kind of starting to get over this, to be honest with you. Yeah, 10 of Wands reversed, 9 of Swords reversed. February, it feels like you're kind of starting to get over this. Death card upright. Yeah. There's an open door of opportunity for the two of y'all to come together and connect. This is telling me, though, that in February, you're just pretty much over it. That's all this is telling me. I'm not seeing any action. Knight of Wands reversed. No, I'm not seeing a whole lot of much of nothing happening here. That February, I think, is when you're finally just kind of starting to move past it. But that doesn't mean that you're healing from it. No, it don't. Just because it's been so long that you're starting to forget about it, that's not healing. I'm not going to unpack that tonight, but... All right. Let's see how the person from the past feels about Aries. How's the person from the past feel about Aries? Universe. Temperance reverse. See, they've been waiting on you to come back, and they've been getting impatient waiting on you. Could be a Sagittarius for some of you. Yeah, Judgment. Nah, they're keeping a very close eye on you. They haven't moved on from this. They're watching you. But they're pretty much, they got their mind made up. They're very much stuck in their ways of, if you ain't coming forward, I ain't coming forward. Are you dealing with, some of y'all may be dealing with a fixed sign, maybe. That's, maybe they got a fixed sun, maybe a moon, fixed moon, maybe. I don't know. That's kind of a fixed sign thing to do where, you know, I want to talk to you, but I'm not the one coming forward. That's a fixed sign type thing to do. Yeah. No. Hangman, they've been waiting on you. Getting impatient, but they're still keeping an eye on you. Knight of Cups reversed. All right, let's get some advice. What's the advice for Aries? Would communication be a good idea? What's the advice? What's the advice? That's saying it's time to move on from this. Now, I had a feeling. Like I said, just because it's not bothering you anymore, it doesn't mean you've healed from it. No, it don't. If it worked that way, nobody would be on the karmic wheel. Time does not heal wounds. No, it does not. Every time I hear somebody say time heals all wounds, I'm going to slap the shit out of them. If time healed all wounds, there would be no such thing as childhood trauma. There would be no such thing as PTSD. Duh! Time does not heal wounds. Time buries wounds underneath your conscious awareness. So I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with what you're going through here. However, once it stops hurting, that's when you want to take advantage of that and dig it back up and start processing through it. That's when you want to do that. You don't want to let it just keep sinking and sinking and sinking like the horse in Never Ending Story, okay? Because that's what will happen. It's just going to sink and sink and sink. You want to, once you're able to think about it, you're able to think more clearly, you're able to gather your thoughts and whatnot, that's when you want to process through. Now, I do think that a closure message is going to be necessary at some point this year. I wouldn't go to December without shooting this person a closure message. That would really help things out. It would, but make sure you're making peace with the past. Make sure you're processing through and transmuting. Make sure you're assigning this experience a positive meaning. Make sure you're creating a positive meaning. Okay? You know that you can create a meaning. You're the only one that gets to assign a meaning to the things that happen to you in your life. You're the only one that gets to do that. Every now and then I'll tell a personal client that little lecture, and it's a long drawn out lecture. And they'll come back to me 2 months later and they say, oh, I tried assigning at a meeting and that didn't work. No. Oh, no. This is not something you can do in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. This can take years. But let's say you can't figure out what meaning to assign it. Well, you can create a meaning. I come up with a little 3-step process that you can use to create a meaning. Now, this is just something I came up with. You can do it however the fuck you want. But if you do it this way, it'll work. Step number 1, I need to think of one thing that person or that experience taught me about myself. One thing. What did I learn about me? Once I figure that out, step 2, I take the thing I learned about me and I work to apply it and integrate it into my life. And this takes some time. I got to do this with such dedication and consistency that it starts to produce real positive changes in my life. Now, here's the important part. Once that starts happening, and I can point to genuine changes that have happened in my life that are a direct result of what I learned about myself from that person, I take these changes in my life and I tie them to that experience. I redefine the meaning behind why the experience happened. And now I express gratitude. I'm so glad that happened that way. That was meant to happen that way so that this could happen this way. Boom. Now there is no karma. There is no unfinished business. It's finished. I finished it because I said so. Because unless I assign that a meaning, it don't have one. It don't have one. That's what they mean when they say all the answers are inside of you. You know that, right? That used to be one of the most annoying little phrases that I would hear in the spiritual community when I was new on my path. All of the answers are inside of you. Dude, that would piss me off. It took me 3 years of manifesting my wildest dreams before I realized what that meant. It hit me like a ton of bricks one day, dude. I was like, dude, now I know what that means. When they say all the answers are inside of you, what that means is whatever I choose to believe the answer is what the fucking answer is. There is no answer outside of the one that I believe. Probably the most convincing illusion in this matrix is that there are truths and facts that exist outside of us that we don't know, but somebody else does. That's a very convincing illusion. Now, here's where it gets convoluted. I'm not saying that there are no truths and there are no facts. This is where it gets slippery. But where do truths and facts come from? They get billions and billions of people to believe the same thing. And it has no choice but to manifest. Don't get me started going down this rabbit hole right now. But to pull it back and just talk about my own life, that thing that happened to me 5 years ago, I'm the one that decides why that was meant to happen that way. And once I decide why that was meant to happen that way, however I come to that conclusion does not fucking matter. The business is unfinished and there is no karma. Think about that. That might be a lot to bite off and chew. I get it. But just take this with you and think about it. And apply it however it fits. All right? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Aries family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget to check the description of this video if you would like to find out how to schedule a personal reading. All right? I'm out of here, y'all. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.